underway. You can kill my mind for flow, but I went slow. Hold me till I scream for air to breathe, and wash me over until my will runs dry. Send all your sins all over me, baby, baby,
Hey y'all, how y'all doing? How y'all feeling? I hope all is well with you. Today I got another quick story time for y'all. But before we get into it, please know that all things on this channel are a legend in my opinion. We're just doing commentary. And also hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, and hit that post notification bell so you're notified whenever I drop a video. Now let's get into it.
Time about how my friend was behind everything and how everything went bad in my life because of what she did to me. All right, story time. Let's get into it. So me and this girl, we were extremely close. I mean, doing everything together. You know, when you're really close to somebody, you share everything with them. You share your vulnerabilities. You share how close you are. You share what's going on in your personal life. You just share things with them, okay? And we'll talk about why you don't share stuff with them no more, like I tell y'all. But you guys were close and you thought this is somebody you could trust. Your family likes them. Like, everybody loves them. Like, you just really feel like, wow, I think I found that true sisterhood. I think I found that true bond that everybody wants so desperately to have is a good friend. Okay. So I would tell her little things about myself. We would share things. And I thought that I was sharing this with a person that I could trust. And in reality, all she was doing was running behind my back, telling it to other people, running it to other people. And
That's what sucked. Like, friendship is literally a process of elimination. Sometimes you can tell in advance by some of the things that some people do, but especially when you're young, like in your high school years, you're just blindly trusting. And I think we're all guilty of telling our deepest, darkest secrets to our best friends. Some of us lucked out where our friends actually held it. And then you have those who had people who were just not even leeches, but just out to get them, like her. And so, again, sometimes you can tell in advance, but sometimes it is a process of elimination and going through things that allows you to know who is who and what category to put them in. Like, I've learned quick that you don't always have to just stop talking to somebody, that you can literally put them in bubbles, like, or categories, however you want to term it. Some people are the people you can trust with your deepest, darkest secrets. Some people are the people you can trust with surface stuff. Some people are the people you go out with. Some people are the people, you just do family events with or something, just depends on the situation. But I've learned as I've gotten older to put people in categories.
the biggest thing is, y'all, she created a fake social media page to bash me, like on myself. I slowly started to notice that things started to fall apart in all of my relationships, my friendships, just things that I had in general started to fall apart. It was like no one wanted to talk to me anymore. It was like everybody was distancing themselves from me, and I was trying to figure out, like, what did I do? Because I haven't done anything to them, and I haven't done anything for them to treat me that way. I was confused, trying to figure out what happened. So I would tell her, like, hey girl, like, so-and-so is acting real funny now all of a sudden, and I don't know why. And she would always be like, I don't know. Meanwhile, y'all, she was the person behind it all. Friends had came into town, and we were super duper close, like, always together, always doing stuff all the time. And so she comes back into town and didn't tell me, which was unlike her, because all she would do was tell me when she came back in town. The first thing we would do is hang out. The friend comes to town, she doesn't tell me. But instead, her and the girl that I'm telling y'all about started to hang out. And I thought that was weird, because I'm like, how y'all not gonna tell me? All of a sudden, y'all, I started to notice that everybody that I was cool with, she became really close to, and they started turning their backs on me. Like, literally stopped talking to me. And I could not figure out for the life of me why.
Yeah, that is weird. And that would pique my interest the moment I realized they started hanging And then they also had a problem with me. She has to be the common denominator.
And I am a recovering people's pleaser, okay? And I used to try to please people and try to figure out what happened and what caused a friendship to end. I didn't know because I was literally left with no answers. She's the only person that I'm telling things to. She's the only person I'm talking to. I never ran my mouth about them. I never told her anything that was going on with them. I just was trying to figure out what happened, y'all. It wasn't making sense to me. And so I'm thinking, I'm like, wow, they're going out of town together. They're doing all this stuff together. I'm like, she don't even like them for real. Like, why are y'all hanging out when she tell me all the time that she does not like the people that I hang out with? In reality, now she kicking kiki ha ha with somebody else, and they're treating me different like I did something to them.
Oh, I see what's going on here. She either hated you to the point where she wanted to isolate you so that no one fooled with you. Well, you would have cut off everybody else, and she was working on the other side to get no one to fool with you too. Or she wanted to take over your life and be you. So she figured if she gets rid of you, gets everyone to hate you, she can now become friends with all these people, besties, which is what it seemed like it was kind of given for me. She seemed like she wanted your life. And that's why she then became friends with these people. It's one thing if she tried to get you. Well, actually, she would have had to become friends with them to gain their trust, to get them to dislike you. So yeah, it could go either way, honestly. Either way, she was trying to isolate you, whether it was to have you for herself or to just ruin your life. That's the only thing that's up in the air.
So remember at the beginning, I told y'all I found all this out because she created a fake social media of me, and one of my friends sent it to me and it had my pictures on there. She was basically bashing me, acting like I was myself, bashing myself about myself, sharing my deepest, darkest secrets about myself to bash me. And I knew it had to be no other person but her. I found the page because one of my friends called me one day and said, hey girl, like, so-and-so got a page of you. And I'm like, what are you talking about? She was like, yes, girl, I'm gonna tell you the name. So the name was like XOXO Paris, something like that, London, Paris, something like that. And I go look at the page, and the woman was too stunned to speak because I'm like, this is not making sense. Who could do this? And then it clicked. It's her. She was the one that you told all this stuff to. She's running back and telling people on social media like you're you about your business. I mean, telling everything, y'all. She even went as low as messaging one of my ex-boyfriends to like trying to flirt with him. He ended up calling me. I was like, you're a homegirl. My message is trying to talk to me. I'm like, what? So y'all, when I found the page, I was hurt. Like, I was in disbelief. Like, when my friend sent it to me, I'm like, I'm hurt because if you know me personally, I'm probably like the nicest person. I'm going to always be there for you. And it just really hurt me because for her to make people turn on me, for her to have people not talking to me no more. I mean, I had a couple different friends, like 4 or 5 different friends, but it really hurt me because I wasn't understanding why everybody seemed to like turn their eye on me, like I did something, like I said something, like I was the problem. In reality, she was making people turn on me. And I think it's jealousy. In my mind, I think it's jealousy because I think she just really wanted to be me because she would make slick comments about me. She would like say little stuff and I would like try to uplift her. If you're my friend, everybody knows me that knows that I will uplift you. I'm an uplifter. That's just what I do and that's what I give. So that really hurt me to see her get on social media to bash me like I was myself. And one of my friends telling me, and how my friend found out is because she told my friend because she thought she was going to make that girl turn on me, but the girl didn't. She came back and told me. Like, what? And for her to message like my ex or whatever, that was crazy because he calls me and he's like, she all up in my DM. She's saying da da da. Like, she was acting like, and the thing is, y'all, I had already brought her around this man. She had already been around him, which was blowing my mind for a loop. When he sent me the screenshot, I was done. So I did go confront her. I called her. I was like, hey girl, can we have a conversation? Like, can we go meet up? Can we go get coffee? Can we go do something? She was like, sure. We met up at a local coffee shop and we decided to talk about it. She lied, y'all. She lied up and down and said, she don't know what I'm talking about. Why would I believe somebody saying that? Why would I do that? Da, 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 da. Long story short, y'all, ended up coming out that everybody came back to me and apologized because she was saying stuff that I was saying about them that I did not say, to get them to turn their back on me. But then they said the lies started not to add up and they decided that they weren't her friend no more. So after talking to her and realizing the conversation was going nowhere and that she did not see anything wrong with what she did or how she did it, she thought it was all funny. Hee hee ha ha. She thought everything was a joke. I learned at that moment, that's where the pivot happened for me, to realize that protecting your peace is the biggest thing, and that you don't share information with everyone, especially everything. And that was a part of my life where I was like the biggest people pleaser, where I just wanted to have friends, where I wanted people to be around me. And now at this point in my life, I do not care. I don't care. You won't get that same version of me that you had years ago that you get right now. And it's because of things that I went through, and it's the things that I've seen, and it just made me a better person. So all these things is everything that my parents used to teach me growing up. But you know, you don't believe it until you actually go through it for real, and you see it for yourself, and then you have to work through those difficulties. And so I just decided that it's best that we are not friends. And she still watches my social media to this day because I can see her in the little thing. But what would you do in this situation?
And here I thought I was the only one dealing with trifling friends. But it seems like a recurring topic, a recurring situation. But everything tends to have its own like twist. You have those friends that are jealous, those friends that talk about you behind your backs, those friends that try to ruin you, you know. So it's interesting to hear their individual story. You have Drake, who said no new friends, but you can't even go by that. Friendship has taken a complete and total 180 turn. It used to be where, you know, you would have friends, whether it's your friends from kindergarten or your friends from high school or your friends from college, and you guys would ride it out. And there are still some people that are like that, absolutely. But loyalty doesn't seem to be that common anymore. A lot of these people are out for self, and the crazy thing is it's unnecessary. You carrying on and not being my friend is not going to hurt or harm anyone. So instead of you trying to ruin me by way of isolating me, why don't you just keep pushing? But no, that's not good enough. They feel like they have to ruin your life, and that is what I call weird. I don't know what it is with people, but it's just, you literally have to move with your guards up. I don't trust anyone. I put my guards up for a while before I let them down. I won't say I don't trust anyone, because I have longtime friends, and those that I'm even still building with now. And again, I move cautiously, but at the same time, I'm very, very, very picky with who I let in my circle. And so when you do see me with people, it's because I've vetted, because I pay attention. I listen to what people say. I pay attention to their moves. And so I'm very particular with who I surround myself with. And if the stuff you say and do don't add up, then my guard won't go down with you. So it's literally one of those, if you want to call it games, you have to play, where you just have to people watch. That's really the name of the game. You people watch, and some people are super good at being manipulative and swaying your judgment. But sometimes I feel like there tend to be flaws that we overlook because we think the best of somebody. But if you pay attention, it's there. This story time is crazy. Like she said, what do y'all think? What would y'all do in this situation? Let me know in the comment section down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.
Listen, I like chocolate girl, all shades, different flavors. She a diamond and a pearl. She a goddess with a mentor, yeah. Cinnamon swirl. She relate to what I've been through, yeah. Queen of my world.